Hello, and welcome back to my channel. Today, we'll be diving into a topic that sparked both interest and controversy across social media and entertainment circles. It's about Elçin Sangu, the stunning and talented Turkish actress who rose to fame with the beloved series Karalık Aşk. In a recent interview, Elçin made comments that have left everyone talking, not just because of what she said, but how bold and honest she was when saying it. So if you're curious about what was said, who might have been targeted, and why the internet is buzzing, stay tuned. And of course, if you enjoy this kind of content, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more celebrity updates and real talk. Now, let's get into it. A question that changed the tone. It all started during a televised interview that, at first glance, seemed like any other casual celebrity segment. The host, with a light-hearted smile, asked Elson a question many actors might dodge or dance around. Is there anyone in the industry you didn't enjoy working with? A loaded question, to say the least. But Elson didn't shy away. Instead, she laughed, not nervously, but knowingly, and gave an answer that has now become the talk of the town. A glimpse of honesty in a filtered industry. The moment she began speaking, viewers leaned in. Not because she named names immediately, but because of her tone, her body language, and the calm confidence with which she answered. She didn't scream. She didn't insult. But her words had weight. Sometimes, you work with people who just don't match your energy. You try to be professional, but when there's no genuine chemistry, it shows. And then came the moment that made headlines. There are people writing comedies that aren't funny. If you don't understand humor, maybe don't try to create it for others. It was subtle, but sharp. Fans start connecting the dots. Immediately after the broadcast, fans began speculating about who she might be referring to. Many pointed to Gupse, a screenwriter and actress known for her quirky comedies, and notably, the wife of Barış Arduç, Elçin's former co-star from Karalık Aşk. Why Gupse? The clues seemed to line up. Gupse has a well-known comedic style that isn't everyone's cup of tea. And while Elson never mentioned her by name, the combination of not funny, writing comedy, and working with someone hard to click with set off a wave of speculation. The backstory, Elson, Barış, and Gupse. To understand the context better, we need to look back at the dynamics between these three figures. Elson and Barış had electric on-screen chemistry in Karalık Aşk. Their portrayal of Defne and Ömer had fans rooting for a real-life romance, even though they never publicly dated. Barış Arduç, however, was in a long-term relationship with Gupse, which eventually led to marriage. And though the three were never seen engaging in open conflict, fans have long suspected that there may have been tension behind the scenes, fueled by fandom pressure, jealousy rumors, and the lingering attachment viewers had to the idea of Elson and Barış as a couple. Could this recent comment be a subtle confirmation of long-standing friction? What Elçin Sangu really thinks. What makes this situation even more interesting is that Elçin rarely speaks negatively in public. She's known for being classy, reserved, and professional. So when she does open up, especially with a comment that carries emotional charge, it means something. Her response was measured, but honest. It didn't feel like gossip. It felt like relief, the kind that comes when you've held something in for a while and finally let it out in the simplest terms possible. Not everyone you work with becomes a friend, she added. And that's okay. The internet responds, loudly. As soon as the interview aired, hashtags began to trend. Hashtag Elçin Hashtag not so funny. Hashtag Karalık Aşk. Hashtag Barış Gupse. Some fans cheered her on. Finally someone dares to speak truth in an industry full of fake smiles. She didn't even have to say the name, we know. Elson is elegance with a backbone. Respect. Others felt it was unnecessary. Why bring this up now? Let's not pit women against women. Maybe it wasn't about Gupse at all. And that's what keeps the conversation going, the ambiguity. The bigger conversation. Beyond the drama, this situation has sparked broader discussions about authenticity in the entertainment industry. How women are labeled when they speak directly. The pressures actresses face to stay silent, smile, and say nothing controversial. Elson's comment, whether or not it was aimed at Gupse, has become a kind of symbol, for women who are tired of working in silence, and for people who are ready to say, "This didn't feel right, and I'm allowed to say that." What's next for Elson? Elçin Sangu continues to build her career on her own terms. With new projects rumored for release later this year, and growing support from fans who appreciate her straightforward nature, she's proving that honesty doesn't have to damage reputations, it can enhance them. She hasn't responded to the speculation. She hasn't clarified or backtracked. And maybe that's the point. Some things don't need to be explained. They just need to be said, once. Final thoughts. In a world where celebrities are often encouraged to say nothing, Elson said something. And that something, subtle, sharp, and sincere, reminded us that behind the beauty, behind the fame, she's just a woman who's experienced the highs and lows of working in an industry that doesn't always reward honesty. Whether or not Gupse was the intended subject, the real takeaway is clear: you don't have to enjoy every collaboration. And sometimes, it's okay to say so. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and tell me in the comments, do you think Elson was talking about Gupse? Or is the internet just reaching again? Until next time, stay curious, stay kind, and remember, real talk is always worth listening to.